was once a great explorer named Callie, the Curious. Callie the Curious traveled all over the world, climbing mountains, sailing seas, and exploring everything. One day, Callie the Curious realized that she had no way to tell the stories of her great adventures. How would future explorers know and remember just how brave Callie the Curious was if they never heard her stories? But Callie the Curious wasn't just brave. She was smart. She knew it would be much better for her future explorers to see her adventures rather than just hearing about them. So, Callie the Curious started to draw. But where? Where could she draw that was big enough for all of her big adventures? Now, Callie the Curious, as you can imagine, rarely made a mistake. But just as she thought she had found the perfect place to draw her big adventures, she realized she had just drawn on the walls, which her parents told her not to do. Hey friends, I guess I got a little carried away with pretending and made a pretty big mistake. Oh no, it's not coming off. What do I do, friends? I didn't mean to do it, but my mom and dad are going to be so disappointed. Disappointed means being sad that someone let you down. This is not a good feeling at all. I wonder what the Bible has to say about when things like this happen.
It's time for today's Bible story. It's from the book of Luke, chapter 15. One day, Jesus told a story about a man and his son. The man's son made a really big mistake. He asked his dad if he could have some money so that he could leave his family and go really far away. This made the dad very sad, but he gave his son what he wanted. The son traveled far away and used up all the money on not the greatest things. Soon, he had no money left, and he was very, very far from home. He had to take a job feeding pigs. Yuck! Feeding pigs made him realize the mistake that he had made, and he decided to go back home to his dad. He wasn't sure if his dad would welcome him back, but while he was still walking home, his dad saw him coming. He had been waiting the whole time for his son to come home. The dad came running and hugged him. He was so glad his son was safe that he threw a party to celebrate his son coming home. Jesus told the story so that all who heard would know that God celebrates us.
Friends, the greatest thing happened. As you can imagine, my parents weren't very happy about me drawing on the walls. They said I had to clean it up immediately. That wasn't that great. But they said as long as I was working hard, they would help. Then, this is the great thing that happened. While they were helping, they kept telling me how much they loved the drawings of Callie the Curious's adventures. They took pictures of all the drawings before we cleaned them off the walls and said that they were going to share them and maybe even frame some to actually hang on the wall instead of drawing on the wall, which is against the rules. I couldn't believe it! It reminded me of the Bible story for today. The son in the story made a big mistake. He knew it, his dad knew it, but his dad saw that the son was really sorry. His dad didn't care that his son took all that money and lost it all. He was just happy his son was home and he was safe. That's why instead of making his son feel bad for the wrong things that he did, the dad celebrated him. And Jesus told that story so we would know God does the same thing, only even bigger. If people can celebrate us like the dad did in the story, then the party God throws for us is the biggest party ever, because God celebrates us. It has been so fun having all these big, fantastic adventures with you. Thanks for learning and growing with me. Bye, friends!
Hi there, Chicken Nuggets. It's me, Carl. Hello and welcome to Grow TV.
Welcome to Grow TV. hosted by Carl, where we have fun with our friends, talk about Jesus, and go over everything the Bible has to offer. Now once again, welcome to Pro TV!
Oh, thank goodness y'all are here. Y'all are a sight for sore eyes. Except for you. Just kidding. Hi. But for real, I've been missing y'all so much. You wouldn't believe what the past couple of weeks have been like. Now, as you remember, for the past month, I've been able to jump inside the stories in the Bible. Like actually in the Bible. Pretty cool, right? Well, that's what I thought. Well, usually when I'm done reading, I go back to my normal room, but last week, I couldn't go back. And guess what? I still can't go back home. I'm stuck in the Bible. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a really weird time for me. I mean, at first it was pretty cool because I found a really big crowd and got some free fish and bread. Then I got to see a talking donkey, and a talking snake, which seemed kind of suspicious if you ask me. Then I decided to go relax by the water for a bit, and guess what? A huge fish spat out a guy named Jonah. And if that wasn't weird enough, I was then in Egypt taking in all the beautiful scenery, and then some guy named Moses made a bunch of frogs show up. And you know how scared I am of frogs. So yeah, you could say I'm having a pretty rough time. I just don't know what to do, you know? And to make matters worse, it's my half birthday. Not my real birthday, but like the halfway point of it. Hence, a half birthday. It's my half birthday. Still a long ways off, but I always celebrate with friends. And I can't be home now because I'm stuck.
Hey there, halfway birthday boy.
Oh, hey Grace. Wait, what'd you call me?
Halfway birthday boy. I just got a notification that it's your halfway birthday.
Wow, really?
Yeah, really. I figured I'd give you a call and celebrate with you.
Thank you.
No problem. Wait, Carl, are you crying?
No, I'm just allergic to air sometimes. I mean, and me being stuck and all.
Well, I'm happy for you, Carl. Wait, did you say stuck? Have you been stuck in the Bible all this time?
Yeah, it's been crazy, and I'm getting restless.
I bet. Well, Carl, don't worry. Your friend is here, so let's have a good time, and maybe we will find out how to get you back. Now, do you know where in the Bible you are?
Well, I've been wondering a while, but let me see. Parable of the Lost Son. I'm not gonna lie, I smell pigs, which scares me.
Oh wow, the parable of the lost son. This is one of the most famous stories that Jesus has ever told.
Really? What's it all about?
Well, the story starts in the book of Luke chapter 15. There's a father and two sons. Now, one of the sons decides he wants to leave his father's house and go do his own thing.
Oh wow, that's a big decision.
It sure is. But this son was very sure he wanted to get out of there and be his own person. But things didn't go as planned.
Really?
Really. You see, his father gave him money before he left, and very quickly the son lost all of it. He spent it very foolishly and ended up in a much worse spot than he was before.
What happened to him?
Well, all over the land there was a food shortage. And this made it very tough for anybody to eat, especially the son.
Right, because he had no money. So what did he do?
Well, he was so desperate he decided he would do anything for food or money, so he ended up with a pretty stinky job. He worked with pigs and basically lived with them.
Oh, the smell makes extra sense now. It smells pretty gross.
It was, and at one point, the son was so hungry, he wanted to eat even the pig slop.
Disgusting! Ugh.
Right? But no one would even let him eat that. So the son realized just how much he had messed up, and he made another big decision.
What did he do?
He decided to get up and head back home.
Good luck. No offense, but he's probably better off with the pigs.
Why do you say that?
After the way he ran away from home like that, I doubt his father would be happy to see his son who wasted all his money and abandoned his whole family.
Well, that's probably what the son thought too, but it was worth a shot. He couldn't stand to be away any longer, so while he was headed back, he began to rehearse his apology to his dad.
Oh, I do that sometimes. Like when I get in trouble, I think about what I'm going to say to my parents.
Yep, me too. So when the son got close to the house, his father, who was a long ways away, saw him and began to run to his son.
Oh snap! Someone's in trouble. Daddy is mad.
And when the father got to the son, guess what he did?
Time out! No, wait. He grounded him for life. No, even worse. He took away his Nintendo Switch.
Nope. He hugged him. His father hugged him and kissed him. He yelled back at his servants and told them to get the best robe and a shiny ring and to start preparing a feast because his son who was lost is now found.
Oh, so that's what this robe is for. Oh, it's pretty nice. Wait, the dad was happy?
Of course.
But what about him leaving and wasting all his money? Wasn't the son selfish?
He was, but the father's love is so much bigger than his son's mistakes. And Carl, you have to remember this is just a story, but it's a story about how much God loves his children. And that includes you.
Huh, wow, I get it now. We're all kind of the lost son every now and then. We forget what's important and sometimes make bad decisions. But you're telling me God still loves and forgives us?
Of course. And you see how the father celebrated his son's return with a robe ring and a feast? The same happens when we choose to follow Jesus. God celebrates us.
Wow, what an incredible story, right, Carl?
Right, our big idea is something I really needed to know. And that is, God celebrates us. So Jada, kids, are you ready to shout it out loud?
Well, I know I'm ready. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. God celebrates us!
Woohoo!
Great job, kiddos. I had such a great time learning today, and I really hope you did too. Oh, and Carl.
Yeah, Jada?
Good job, but I think it's time for you to head back to your normal life.
Yeah, you're probably right. Thanks, Jada. Whoa! After 2 long weeks, I'm finally back.
Carl, you're here. Where have you been? I've been looking around for you for the past 3.5 minutes. Where have you been?
I got stuck in my story, Andy. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I'm just glad you're back. We can celebrate your half birthday now.
Okay. I can't believe it. You remembered.
Of course I remembered. And Carl,
Yes, Andy.
don't ever leave me again, okay?
Okay, weirdo. Let's just go get a corn dog or something.
Thank you for watching and tune in next week for a new episode of Pro TV.